Hel- Hello there. Welcome to Lost Code, the secret game within games of gaming. Um, so after the plan has been formed, um, Anton, after making his little call to Lucky about a certain free night of looting that will be going on in 3 days' time, he you know, gears himself up and takes a drive. Doesn't he just tells the gang or anyone asking he is heading out for a while to do some work revolving around the plan, so they won't ask any fucking questions. Um, so as he drives to Roanoke, he parks up at the lockbox. You know, he actually stops by one of the many drive-through fast food areas, gets himself some food, and gets some food as well for a certain individual. Why not? And gets, of course, gets the Happy Meal with the little toy. You know what I mean? Why not? Or the whatever KFC, McDonald's, whichever. It doesn't really matter. It's a fucking kids meal.
All children know a kid's meal on site. Don't worry.
Yeah. So he walks in with the bag, just holding it. Into the lockbox. The first person he looks for obviously is Anne, because she can give him the most reliable, feedback on how a certain guest is doing.
All right. I assume you're coming before open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So girls are putzing around, and sure enough, Anne is in residence.
They just walk up to her, probably still sipping on one of the milkshake he has.
Yeah, do you bring enough to share with the rest of the class?
Just for her and the kid, but you can have the milkshake.
There's like the thoughtful look, and then that I will, essentially the slow, I may accept this bribe. Yes, give me the milkshake.
Yeah, just slides it over.
He get next, or is she just taking his?
She gets an extra one.
Okay.
Yes.
So
That's
yeah,
his bribe.
I see you planned ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Just does a little tap on the temple, that's right.
I'll have to get my favorite girl milkshake.
Favorite?
Oh, definitely.
Just kind of the little side squint, oh really?
Top 5 at least. Just not sticky out.
See, I can believe that. Kind of grand. Proceeds to do battle with the fucking milkshake, because sometimes they come out way too fucking thick. In fact, they always do.
How's she doing?
Hard call? She's not safe and so hot, but I don't know if that's normal or not.
That's pretty normal. The things to look out for. She before she went missing, she was exhibiting suicidal behavior.
No. I don't know if it's the kid around, or I don't know if she just.
Kid might be a stabilizing factor, but at least watch out for the early signs of depression. That can kick in pretty quick, and it could be subtle.
I mean, admittedly, it's not like I sit and talk to her at length. We just kind of keep an eye.
Just observe it. You know what I mean? Look out for it. You don't have to talk to her. Just you'll see it. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's finally kind of the helpless shrug of I get you. I'll keep an eye out. Just it's hard to tell what's her normal.
I know, but just anything unusual in her, if any self-harm scars start appearing.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, pecks her on the cheek.
Slurps her milkshake.
No good today. This is walking past.
I look good every day.
I know, but that new fragrance you're wearing, it's nice.
She kind of grins. That's Zor. It's called Herbal Essences. Kind of great. Does if you glance back, she does the little hair shake, like fucking making fun of the commercials.
It's nice.
Thanks.
grinning at her. I'll book us another place soon.
Goes, side glance. This milkshake. Just like, oh.
He's smirking as he's just walking in with the Happy Meal, and of course, the young man, of course, gets the Happy Meal with a toy, Katie.
It has to have the toy in it, or it's the fucking end of the world.
It has the
Anton.
toy. He understands. He
He knows the Happy Meal is literally just about pulling the toy out and ignoring all your food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Just there you go. Take your Happy Meal. That will preoccupy you with you for hours. Hours.
Oh, it will. He might forget he ever owned it, as soon as he puts it down. But
yeah, but for now,
it is the newest, coolest thing.
And you can go show it off to the girls what you got. Oh, perfect. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could give it to him and be like, oh yeah, she. Excuse me. Her ladyship will pop the plastic open for him so he can fish out his toy, and
he'll even do that. Like, I bet you Anne doesn't have a cool toy like that. Just gives him that look, like, know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, oh, do you know what I mean?
Proceed to sick a small child on Anne.
Yep.
He is ambushed. It's hopeless.
Comes sprinting out with the toy, going, I got this.
Yep.
So close the door over. You know what? Pop, to be fair, opens up the food properly, so there's like a meal for two.
For two, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she'll finally set aside the handful of things she has been juggling to entertain the kiddo. I'll just glance over.
Hello, Annabelle.
Let's do some rolls. She's a chemical. That's not that unreasonable.
Cool.
Jesus.
Aced it.
Fucking H Christ.
Aced it.
Yeah, she did. So, I mean, there's a moment of the fucking swallow, and I mean, you can tell there's some wavering. The emotions kind of flash behind the eyes, and she finally nods. Well,
brought you some food.
Thank you.
I hope you liked the chicken burger thing. It's pretty fucking nice. It's like a deluxe supreme thing. I saw it in the adverts. It looked really nice.
I don't think you ever get tired of eating junk food.
It's a treat, so fuck it.
That's just a nod. And she'll go for it.
Oh yeah, he takes his own. How are you doing today?
And she chews for a hot minute. You can tell she extends it a little bit to give herself time to think. There's glance across. I won't be able to stay like this.
Stay like what?
He's angry.
What did you say?
He's angry.
Of course he's angry. He's about to get a whole lot angrier.
He's looking for me.
Well, good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Jane is very, very skilled.
You want me to tell him where I am?
He tilts his head. Is he in your head?
Only when I sleep.
Using dreams. Keep that in mind.
Dylan wanted water, so woke me up.
Very
He'll
well.
come back.
Good. I'll be waiting.
In my head.
Possibly. Or when his Goonies show up, I'll be waiting for them.
How do I make him stop?
There's a couple of things you can do. He's going to use the things that made it easy for you. There's sometimes the way you can make him stop is by not listening. Is to think of something that you hold on to. Other ways are very simple. It's your dream.
He doesn't let me ignore him.
It's your dream.
But it's him.
But it's your dream he's in. Your world, your mind.
I don't know when it's happening. I
But
realize
when it does, it'll be your dream.
he said I could come home.
Of course he did. It'll be easy.
Yeah, at this point, she's just kind of holding the chicken sandwich as opposed to working on it actively. Just kind of looking at it.
He will, I know Tom is not around, but I'm going to post Jane in the link, like the private one-to-one thing, and send her a message.
I was gonna say, if he ends up Frida, feel free to send it in.
He can't see. Unfortunately, he cannot see.
Aww. Well, you're doing your thing. Anton's a little more practiced. She just kind of looks at the sandwich for a while. She does eventually just kind of glance out the break room door, briefly, and just kind of lowers the sandwich to where she's still holding it, but the hands are kind of like resting in her lap. Just looks at it.
Tilts his head, watching her.
And you're watching her. Eventually, she's just gonna start leaking.
What does she start? What's she leaking?
She just starts leaking tears. It's not loud. She doesn't even start like doing the breath hitch. Just rolls out of her eyes.
Is he there now?
Oh, not asleep.
I see. Well, Jane will handle it.
But I remember
Jill.
what he said.
What did he say?
Just wanted me to come home.
Just that.
No,
What else?
wanted to know where I was. He was here.
What did you tell him?
But I was scared.
What did you tell him?
Told him that I was scared.
Okay.
He didn't like it.
Well, if you want to block him out of your head, you need to realize that it's your dream.
I don't. When it's happening, I don't know. It's just real.
Do you even know where you are?
I just glances. It's gauging.
These genuine of yours? Do you even know where you are?
I was talking most of the way here.
Mm-hmm.
I know what hurry I'm in.
Okay.
I mean, you
Like I said,
talked
Yes.
about it.
very well protected.
Not enough.
You say that, but again, that answer, and that seals some other things.
He always gets what he wants.
I'll give it to him. Not in the way he thinks, though.
It's a side glance, like you will.
He just stands up. I'll be right back. Yeah.
She just watches you go.
He flicks out his phone, closes the door. It's getting near evening. He rings Ophelia.
Oh dear.
She said she can fuck with something. I've got an idea.
Oh boy. Hey, call. Sure enough, yeah, it's definitely evening at this point. So, just oh hey,
Hello, I need your help with something.
what do you need?
I need you to. Ophelia probably told you that girl I took. I need you to alter her memory.
Are you sure?
I need it. Otherwise, they're going to come here. They're trying to fuck with her by getting into her dreams. I need you to alter the memory of her coming here and what this place is. What this place is. Because if they don't, well, Jane could do something, but it takes time and it mightn't work the way it does. So I want to have a double buffer. There are a lot of innocent women here. And this will get bloody if they raid us.
Yeah, you hear finally you hear the jingle of keys as you're talking, and she's like, "I'm coming."
All right. Knock on the door, back door twice, and I'll let you in.
Will do. Yeah, just go ahead and hang up.
Yeah, he just comes back in and sits down beside Annabelle.
She's not holding the burger anymore. She's just kind of nested up on the couch and tear streaked.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's all handled.
It's not that easy.
No. But I have certain things in place.
You said you closed the door behind you, or are you leaving it open?
Close the door. So she just has to look at me. Nobody else.
Yeah, there's prolonged, awkward silence.
But I wouldn't concern yourself too much.
He's not talking to you.
No. But the next time I wouldn't concern yourself. I would concentrate on Dylan and getting through what we're getting through. That's how you beat him. Who's more important to you, him or Dylan?
Dylan?
And focus on Dylan. Every time he comes in, Dylan, every time you even find yourself, Dylan is your focal point. Because the only way Dylan's going to have a normal life is by being away from him and the likes of his kind. And that's being really real. Because you know what they'll do to Dylan?
You're always nice to Dylan.
Oh, they're nice now, but you know what they do? They'll turn him into one of them. Is that what you want?
Can't do that.
Oh, they can.
Well, you know, the head shake just kind of pulls herself in a little bit, just a protesting shake.
And they'll be nice to him, but when he gets to the right age, then he's just like the rest of them.
He isn't what they are. So,
But people change. And you don't need to be one of them to dance the worm. You just need to do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but they can turn him into one of them. You don't need to be born one.
Yeah, she bites the hell out of her lower lip.
Whereas me, I am perfectly content with doing have a happy, normal life away from all this madness. So the choice is yours. Normality or that. No, you have a responsibility as a mom. So which is more important to you?
Yes.
Good. It's good. It's always important for a parent to take care of their kid. Now, you might get the urge to self-sacrifice yourself. That's not good enough. He kind of stares at her really fucking intensely then. Like, just switches from calm to intense. Like, it's not good enough for him. You're his mom.
What if something happens?
Nothing's going to happen. If you follow the steps and coordinate yourself, nothing will happen.
But what if something does?
Then we'll deal with it. But you're not going anywhere and you're not dying on him. I won't let it happen. And God forbid if, say, quote unquote, you do die. And he glances at her. In tragic circumstances that were out of your control. Adds that little caveat like, do you know what I mean? Then I would make sure that he is safe.
Promise.
If the circumstances are out of your control, yes. But if I find you taking the easy way out by rejoining him or doing something else, that's not good enough. And I'll make sure you survive. It's you running away from your duty and your loyalty to your son. And I won't allow that.
I won't.
Good. I'll hold you to that. Yeah, I had a father who did a lot of those things.
No, I don't. I don't want to leave Dylan alone.
Good. We're on the same page. And then that's your strength, is him.
He doesn't even know me.
Dylan? He knows you as mom. He loves you, cares for you,
No.
he'll support you, he'll need you. When he grows up, you'll be the one he'll turn to for advice in life. You'll be the one who he always comes to when there's a problem.
You still go to your mom?
I do. Both to take care of her and to be taken care of. She was a good mother.
Yeah, she just not so long. I'm like, she isn't gonna fight that. Jesus.
So being a good mother to him and being someone there for him means he'll always come to you and come back to you. But if you abandon him, he'll remember that for the rest of his life. Wonder why you didn't like him. What did he do to make you hate him?
I wouldn't. I would.
Right? Stares at her. Like, God, he's intense sometimes. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's a reason that she is now like ensconced in that corner as opposed to just casually sitting. She's
And
kind of
every
pulled
time-
into herself.
Then every time that fuck crawls into your head like the insect that he is, whispering sweet nothings you think about Dylan alone, forgotten, abandoned, wondering why his mother didn't love him.
wouldn't leave him. Ever.
And keep that in mind. Because you try to run. You bring them here. We're pretty much guaranteed he'll be alone without you.
Yeah, she's nods acceptance and just sets back for a minute, lets the eyes kind of shut, just
Again, he's
on
not.
his own.
It's not like he's threatening her. It's just pointing out the reality of the situation. Like, if you bring these people, like, you're forcing my hand. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I'll have no choice. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, phrasing or not, it's still inevitably a threat, and she's not freaking out. She just kind of pulls back and closes her eyes for a minute and rubs her face and just tries to pull herself back together.
Now, this is a fixable situation, thankfully. And you're taking the steps to fix it. So we're not going to look as defeated as we are. Right? What'd you say?
She like starts to talk and it's just kind of a noise, really.
Now, how we're going to fix it is you have your baseline to establish yourself on, your grounding. And my friend of mine is going to help talk you through what you remember, what you saw. And you'll realize that things are not as bad as they seem.
They are. I don't want to. I don't. Do I have to?
My friend is very nice. You remember her. She was one of the people that was here. She won't hurt you. And you don't have to use your real name. She only knows you as Kennedy. Remember? You're only Annabelle with me.
Yeah, there's a quick nod. It's like she latches onto it, like a lifeline.
You remember the promise we made? Our little secret?
Yeah.
And I won't break it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
She finally does, like, from where she's nested up on the corner, reach over for the sandwich and start kind of, I mean, grazing, really. Not,
Nibbling.
yeah.
All right. He'll go out and wait for Renee.
It's one of those things where you'll get a call before too terribly long.
Flicks open the phone.
I mean, it's her.
And just puts it to his ear.
Do I need to put the other face on?
Yeah, that's the one she saw.
Give me a minute.
All right.
I'm parked up, Pat.
Do you want to do this or does Ophelia?
There's like a hot second. You hear the breath just kind of hitches in and stays that way. We'll argue it out.
All right. Let me know when.
Will do. Yeah, just blink.
Yeah. Just puts the phone back in his pocket, goes and pours himself a drink. Cause fuck me.
So by the time there's the double knock on the back door.
Yeah. Just opens it.
And you know, Anton, you've been around these two too long. It
Mhm.
doesn't take more than a motion or a glance to tell you which is which.
Who am I dealing with?
For the moment, Renee.
All right. They just start walking. Like, come on.
That's a not. All right.
I need you to alter the memory from when she got in that van to here. To when she got here.
See the thoughtful, chewing of the lip, just like essentially the how fucking hard is this gonna be? Whew. And I'll take a quick glance just to see the kind of successes it's gonna take. Because it is no small amount. All right. That. Come on now. There you go. Not that one. It is dominate. Does it need to be replaced with something else? Or does it just need to be gone so that she doesn't know where she is?
You. Gone, preferably, but if you can give them a false trail. You kind of look at her like, I would be 50% more into you. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh.
That is the expression he gives her.
Yeah.
Gets a crook at the corner of the lips, and of the two of them, she is the one who will rise to the challenge. So there's the crook of the smile. All right. Put in an extra effort just for you.
Beautiful. And you will open the door and just follow my lead. I have a certain procedure in mind with her. Just copy what I'm doing. You walk in and does they open the door and he'll be like, hello. He says, hello, Kennedy. Because he promised he would keep this thing. It's establishing trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you walk in. She's set up a little more. She seems... It's funny. She's like self-stabilized a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wiped her face clean. It's not like there's no sign that she has ever cried, but looks a bit better. Is sat back up, has a sandwich. Hello?
This is my friend.
I remember.
She's just going to talk to you about one or two things. Nothing big. You can still eat your food. Just. She's an expert at helping people with sleeping disorders.
Okay.
Yeah. Just walks in, sits down, lets Renee follow in and sit down as well.
All right.
And he just leans back and lets Renee do her fucking thing. Like, go for it. Do it.
Well, thankfully, Renee is a social monster, and that will aid significantly in what she is trying to accomplish.
Her fucking willpower is not that fucking high at the minute.
It's not, and the amount of leading she can do in conversation seems to
oh yeah,
seriously help it catch. So it's one of those things where, she's like, all right, let's talk through it. Let's start here. And as, she coaxes Kennedy into talking about the whole thing, what she remembers, there's like moments where she feigns the most like puzzled little look and is just like, are you sure that's what happened? Essentially starts just gaslighting the shit out of her.
Yeah. At least sees what she's doing.
I mean, I know Anton's going to see it because he was there. He knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she starts, just kind of gently gaslighting and, continues like, are you sure it was this way? Was it this way? Do you really remember? And as she is doing that with subterfuge, difficulty, current willpower. Ah, current.
I know. I know. That's what Dominate is is beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Dominate is so good. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. So good. Let me look real quick and see. I think she's actually full statted. Beautiful.
Yeah. I remember you saying she was.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So, all right, Renee. Jesus. The ones are trying to kill me, but that's okay.
I think willpower is fuck off low as well.
It is. And it is saving me. Those fucking ones. Jesus.
Still, I think it's still 3 though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she can keep at it as well. That's the thing.
Oh, she will. She does. Don't worry. This actually, it takes a while, and she'll walk her through and then walk her back and, see where they change and catch them. And it's... Thankfully, Kennedy's a little more resilient than, well, the facade of Kennedy is a lot more resilient than Annabelle.
Mm-hmm.
So she's keeping it together. She's just starting... I mean, you see, the gaslighting's taking. It is a slight change.
Yep.
So she will just keep on. Do 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 do. Well, she is sure that it has caught hard enough. But yeah, the other thing is, I mean, Anton will notice it's anytime she starts to look away for too long, like she's thinking, there's a little gesture of the hand, a little something to catch her eyes and pull them back up towards her face.
Keep her back focused on what she, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Clever girl.
Of the two of them, Renee is probably the more practiced.
Oh, Jesus.
So there's initially, she creates the doubt. She keeps talking to her. And Anton gets to watch her essentially, convince her that, oh, no. Well, all right. Well, you were talking like... She reconstructs the entire thing. She doesn't remove things like... You get the impression she could. She doesn't remove a needless amount.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't remove herself. Doesn't remove... you. Doesn't even remove the things like, that one nurse with the limp.
Yeah.
But everything from the point she gets into the car to her suddenly being here gets utterly rewritten around. It's one of those, when we were talking, and don't you remember you passed out for most of the drive? And, this. Yeah, it has, such a plain door on the way in, doesn't it? It is like no real defining features. Just she just utterly rewrites it around to where she could be anywhere. For all she knows, having passed out whilst they were driving, she doesn't even know she's still in Roanoke anymore. She could be anywhere.
That's on space. Holy shit! It worked. Fuck you.
It's funny because Anton, she is just flat lying, and
yeah,
Annabelle is just like, oh yeah, that's totally what happened. Oh my god, how did I forget? And it just catches immediately, and she fully believes it.
And I'm just like, fuck.
It's funny because she very carefully pinpoints from the car to in the room. Inside the rooms, she doesn't need to forget. Anything that happened after, anything that happened before, she doesn't need to forget. It's just that at this point, she could be anywhere. She could
Anywhere.
be out of the state. She doesn't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once that's done, he'll excuse him and his friend. Didn't give a name either. His friend.
Exactly. It's like, why don't, you should probably eat something. You look like you're a little, little fuzzy here. Pushes the food over and takes one of the fries because she's a bitch.
Yep. She'll ease on out. Just we'll be back in a second. Closes the door. Just glances over at Renee with that expression of "Holy fuck, okay." Do you know what I mean? Hang on, let me just get the right fucking expression. That is literally the way he's looking. Do you know what I mean?
She comes out, glances over just to see what his reaction is, and I mean, when she sees that face, the little smile, that just wicked little smile, blooms.
All right, that is diggity dog shit.
It's not something either of us do with any frequency.
Oh no, absolutely,
But
absolutely.
in a pinch, it does work wonders.
Well, if you can arrange some sort of, I'm gonna imagine there's gonna be parties up on Blacksburg. Let me know when the next one is on, and I'll join you.
Good. You still owe me for the hospital trip we're never going to have too. Like reaches out and like boop.
Glances over with that expression, like, come on. Hi, Renee, honey, baby. Do you know what I mean?
Honey, baby. It's a shame you're so busy. But I understand.
By the way, if you're in Roanoke in the next couple of days, keep an eye out. There might be a power outage.
I do have to upkeep my cover, don't I?
Just keep that in mind. There might be a power outage around the train yard area.
When?
3 days' time.
I'll keep it in mind.
Just nods. Well, let me know when that party is free and I'll make sure I'm there. That's payment.
Well, not just because you want to see me.
Of course, it's because it gives her that look like, don't you fucking pull that line with me, Missy.
Oh, you can see it dancing in her eyes. She thinks it's so fun to just mess with you just a little bit. She can't resist. She has to mess with you a little.
Does that eye roll over like you know what I mean?
You do the eye roll over and the don't you dare, young lady. And she just slides by. It's one of those things where like drags the hand along, just at like waist level, nothing crazy. It's just I can't help it. You get so frisky.
Well, it's like shit. I don't have a good rebuttal for that.
So happy.
Just stares at her like internally. He's like, I prefer your sister, but no, I would never say that.
Don't do that.
No, God, no. I choose life.
Are you avoiding her eyes?
Yes.
After seeing that.
Yep. Looks down immediately. Says, hi, this floor. God, I didn't notice that. Do you know what I mean? Oh.
Just a little crane down to look up thing. If I wanted to do it, I could have done it ages ago. We've had so many intimate conversations.
That is not a comforting statement.
Isn't it proof?
It is proof. It's just not a comforting statement.
Considering some of the situations you've had me in.
Yeah, absolutely. Just glance over like, not here.
It's more the fact that you early on you slammed her against a wall, looked her
You
dead
did.
in the face, and threatened her.
He did. He's like, shit, I should not have. It's that Hagrid thing. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that.
Thankfully, she decided you were fascinating.
Well, I would just keep that in mind from now on.
You'll hurt her feelings.
Who?
You know who. You'll hurt her feelings.
Just gives her that look like, oh, you evil bitch. You know what I mean? Like, oh.
Gonna
Well, then
avoid my eyes, are you? Well, let me fuck with you.
Well, then I'll just keep that in mind with you then, darling.
Oh, now we're getting formal. Are you mad?
No, I called you darling. That is the definition of not being mad.
Is there anything else I can help with?
No. Keep her cover up and see what you can find, but otherwise, keep as low profile as you can.
Oh, it's been a raucous last day or two at the ward.
I hear he's very angry.
Oh, I don't know so much about angry, but there have been some very violent outbursts from the patients lately.
Yeah, like I said, I heard he was angry. Good. I want him angry. Angry gets reckless.
Here's the tip of the head. Angry is still hurting people who are locked in rooms.
I know. I can only do so much. I am trying here. This is the first breakthrough we've had where we've actually gotten ahead of the enemy. And we're about to hit another one in 3 days' time. I am working my ass off.
That's a thoughtful look of the lips. Just how strong is he?
It's hard to say. I know the one we're in the train yard is incredibly strong. I don't know what he is.
Not
really.
physically. Is he like
Men?
you? Is he like your friends?
Yes.
Is he like you?
No, he's a different type. If he's messing in her dreams, that means he's either something that can see the other side, or tilts his head. I have to find out about that, but I think I might check the other one. He could be one of the people that's like us that can influence people to do things and might explain why he's got that smooth voice. But he's not like me, I don't think.
Yeah, she sits back and just kind of
Because, like, weighing out the options, he's either a Theurge or a Galliard. One of the two.
plays idly with her lower lip, thinking. Somehow miraculously not smudging her lipstick in the process. He's older.
He is.
Oh.
Why?
Just thinking.
Don't put yourself at risk.
No.
If you could look into him, it might help us build a profile on him.
The question is, what do you notice?
Depends on how good you do it. I'll need
I'd
a
ask
name.
you to humor me, but I don't imagine you would.
I need a name, first of all. That's a good place to start.
Pardon if I'm flicking between things for a second. Hmm. All right. So it looks like skimming doesn't provoke a check, but actually, if you like speak into their minds in any way, it prompts an awareness check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's Dr. Irving.
Find out what you can on Dr. Irving without compromising yourself.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. I mean, they're hardly going to give out if you want to know about some of the staff. I'm sure the staff will be all too eager to talk about it.
Very true.
All right. I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Of course.
Right? Just, he actually does give like an appreciative, because she did him a big favor. He appreciates that.
It's she may be catty as hell, but she seems very pleased to accomplish to accomplish this, and mostly because look, you actually look grateful.
So give me a ring when you have that organized, and I'll make sure I'm there for you.
It would be nice to see you outside of a business environment now and again.
Well, just gives her that nod, like, there you go. Do you know what I mean?
She gives you a pleased smile and proceeds to saunter out. Man, she got a stride in that shape.
He really likes her lap long phone. Oh, damn. Just does that like,
Dem
ooh,
hips, though.
like, ooh, sturdy.
Huh, where am I?
oh, oh.
Let herself out the back.
He'll flick open his phone, and you know what? I'm gonna give my investigator buddy a call, Carla, my investigator buddy,
Oh my lord.
who never seems to get anything fully investigated, but she's still my
She
investigator buddy.
keeps trying, and before she can find anything, you're like, now check this. And she's like, well, fuck. My brain, this folder. Oh, hey, Anton, what's up?
Oh, hello, beautiful.
Got another project?
How'd you get on with the latest one?
Well, I have a metric ton of notes that I was going to hedge down into something readable.
Yeah, send them over to me. I'll take a read through.
Sure.
I was wondering, could you co-correlate it with something?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Could you find out what's publicly known about a Dr. Irving in Roanoke General?
Oh yeah, no problem. I'll go be nosy. Why? What's up?
Just want to check into something. Some of the missing people had connections to the wards he worked at. And like I said, don't go over there itself. Just check what's online about him and all that. I just want to, just a hunch, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I'll write it down right now.
Did I wake you up?
Oh, not yet. I was getting ready.
Sorry.
It's all good. I will sound way less human if you wake me when I'm already asleep. Don't worry.
Yeah, no. I think I would feel incredibly bad if I woke you up.
I'm sure I'd manage, but yeah, I'll do a look around, and if you're not careful, I'll make you come pick up the notes.
I wouldn't mind not being careful.
Good to see you.
All right. Just give me a shout. I'll stop by.
Yeah, I'll probably have at least something put together tomorrow. Next day at worst.
Sweet.
Doesn't take too long to snoop around through websites and Google and Instagram and Facebook and the whole nine.
Awesome. I'll make sure I bring home a gift.
Oh boy.
I'll see you then.
Give me 1 second. I don't know why I'm going all the way here to ask. Just side chat.
Ugh.
Can't remember between the parties and the shenanigans and stuff, so I didn't think so. Okay. Yeah, catch you later.
Awesome. Hangs up the phone, just click, and just puts it back in his pocket.
Yeah, she just she done. Clicky.
And then he just walks back into Annabelle.
Yeah. For the moment she's pretty chill.
He just sits down again across from her, makes sure the door's closed, and finally takes a bite of his own meal. See? No trouble at all.
Hmm?
I told you I'd take care of it.
I mean, I don't see what that did for the dreams, but
Put you in a relaxed state of mind about it.
oh. Okay.
Now, do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
She
Annabelle?
kind of gives a hapless shrug and kind of pauses a second at the name, glances.
How important is that kinfolk who holds Marrowbones chained to her?
Man, she was eating too. Stops. Just
Just curious. I've seen it. Just wondering.
um, he said he'd lasted a really long time.
I see. And he's important to her?
I mean, they work together,
Yeah.
He's not a lot of people can be around her.
Yeah, I see. Does she always stay in that wolf form?
No.
What's she like?
Big.
Aside from big, hair color, eye color.
Just angry. She's always so angry.
Angry at what? Anything in particular?
It's just when someone's having like a really bad day and it's just gonna take like one more thing to make them snap. She's just always like that.
I see.
I haven't seen her much. Dylan's never seen her.
Good.
She was not as bad as the one they sent after you, but she wasn't glad to be around some of us.
Well, the one they sent died.
I know.
And his little trick didn't work. Imagine that caused quite the commotion.
Did he die for nothing then?
He died for nothing. Was he well deserved?
Yeah, there's just like a little bit of a kind of strained look.
Nearly killed my friend. I don't share any sympathies for those things.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't. I suppose they don't have any sympathies for just scared people trying to survive, so why should I have any sympathy for them?
I mean, you weren't.
Hmm?
You weren't trying to survive.
Yeah, I am.
Sorry.
Why do you think I'm not trying to survive?
I not you. I thought you meant something else.
Tilts his head, like leaning forward, like, You know what I mean?
I thought you were talking about different people.
What kind of people did you think I was talking about?
People like me.
Are you scared?
Of course, you're scared. We weren't trying to survive anymore.
No.
I don't know. Still scared.
It's okay. I'm scared too.
Still hurt.
It's okay too.
It's not okay.
It is okay to be hurt. It is okay to be
This-
hurt.
Not like this.
Like what? Didn't I forgive you?
Yes, but what about everything else?
What do you mean? You kind of gestures like Zara. If it's that gesture I can sit beside you. It's just with the open palm.
Yeah, I honestly thought he'd flop back down where he'd started, but yeah, she doesn't stop him. She's like, it's that little shrug of essentially the yeah, whatever.
He just sits down beside her. It's kind of like she knows he always asks. Always. What about now then?
It's all the things from before again, and then
Mm-hmm.
now all this. I should have written it out. And
She's
on
done.
top of everything else I did,
Mm-hmm. But like we said, you have a chance to do something better than beyond writing a note.
and she kind of gets quiet, tries to. It's hard to tell whether she's parsing, trying to put together an argument, trying to protest, trying to accept it. It's
You have
a lot going on with
a
her.
lot more options than you did before, and you have a lot more support than you did before. You have a beautiful boy who I imagine takes a lot of that pain away.
I don't, the things I was terrible at or did don't matter to him. So
It's because he loves you.
he doesn't know any better.
He loves you. Just for you. And yes, that may be through the innocent eyes of a child. Sometimes that is often a comforting thing to have. I've forgiven you. Do you see any hatred in my eyes towards you?
No,
That's two people then. I think that's a little victory when you think about it.
what about the others?
Well,
On
each
her?
person will be different. Wendy will have her own things, but I know you won't believe me when I say that Wendy loves you unconditionally.
Yeah, her face does that twist thing. It does, when when someone's
Hmm.
about to cry, their face does that involuntary kind of like twist around.
And I know there are certain things that are going to be tough for her to hear. I know they're going to be tough for you to say. But we together can get you in the position where you can say that so she can listen, you can explain, and you can get the forgiveness you need.
It's hard.
It is going. It is. It's going to be. But it's not impossible. There's going to be hard steps. There always will be. Nobody's going to abandon you.
How do you know?
Oh, for starters, do I look like I'm going to?
Well,
Well, there you go then.
are you gonna stay?
Of course I will. I made a promise.
Oh boy, Anton. You want to put some either charisma expression, charisma empathy,
I will go
something.
for. I'll go for charisma empathy. It's the higher dice pool.
In the end, what you're doing right now is empathy, anyways. So
Yeah. Yeah, girl. 3.
did you remember your peanut butter?
Yes, I should have activated persuasion, but I didn't. So 3. What?
So three.
Still good though.
So you flunked down beside her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's not doing this like in the picture. She's kind of sat sideways. Instead, she's like actually like proper facing on the couch. It's so slight. But her body weight shifts just a little bit, just enough for like the little bit of like the bump of the shoulder. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I just make any great significant note of it. It's just like, oh, it's to keep it natural. He knows it's there. It's just like, oh,
Yeah. She just shifts so there's the tiniest lean enough to like make contact.
I don't give up on people that I think are worth saving.
You really think I'm worth saving?
Of course I do. I wouldn't have done the things I've done if I didn't think you were worth saving.
I thought you just wanted to know what I knew, and then
Well, of course I need to know what you knew. But I told you that was before that was my second or third reasoning. My first reasoning was that you needed saving. And I made a promise a long time ago that I would not stop until I helped those who need saving. I wouldn't give up. And I keep fighting for them.
why am I worth it? They're not.
Because. Well, why is she worth it and what?
Why is she worth it and they're not? She reasons she has done just as terrible things.
Because they have chosen their life. And they will never once regret it. They will never once, ever stop the cruel things that they do. They don't do it out of desperation. They don't do it out of fear. They do it out of enjoyment, out of purpose, out of fanatical drive. And they will never stop. They are not people that want to be saved. They are not innocent. They are guilty.
I didn't want to be saved.
You did. And they corrupted that.
I just
And
wanted it to stop.
exactly, that's my point. They corrupted your pure, innocent need just for it to stop, just to be safe. Does that sound like somebody I would deem worthy of saving? No.
It was different. It was. I said all I had to do was stop fighting it, and
You
I
know
would
the
come out
difference.
the other side.
You know the difference between me and him. He tells you to stop fighting, and I ask you to keep going.
Why did it work?
Because it is easy to accept the easy thing. And it is easy to give the illusion of it working. And has it really worked, Annabelle? When you have such guilt in your heart and such pain, and the only thing you want is to be forgiven. Did it really work?
It did. For a long time. It worked.
Until somebody opened your eyes.
My bad for just wanting to be able to close them.
No. Sometimes you have to open your eyes no matter how hard closing them. No matter how hard closing them will be.
You wouldn't let me. Would you?
No. Because you deserve better than that. You have too much to lose.
Slow nod. Glance over at totally still full kid's mailbox because all he did was take the toy and run.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at the box.
You have too much to lose to close your eyes now.
I did it for so long with my eyes shut.
Did you?
Did. He's here.
He is.
He's okay.
On the day that they take him off you. The fact that they were planning to spread their ways into him by taking him off. God, when you think about it, what has he actually seen?
Some things. Nothing bad.
Some things. You glance over, it's that expression of some things, really. Do you know what I mean? And do you think that's right that he was even shown some things? Isn't he not innocent?
Nothing like that.
Isn't he not innocent?
He is. He just knows that's what his aunts and uncles look like sometimes.
And was that fair on him to be shown such vile things?
I didn't think it was that bad. He just saw them. It wasn't afraid.
Is that fair? He just glances at her coldly. To be shown such things he has no comprehension of understanding. And while he may understand, and to be burdened with that when he gets older. Because there'll be things his mind will be too innocent to process. When he gets older, begin to think.
Maybe he won't remember.
Will he not?
Maybe.
Just stares at her. Is that the thing you kind of want to hope? Do you really trust what they said to you? What happened?
What do you mean?
You spent all that time with Jester while you were at the hospital.
Someone had to watch him. We were both at the hospital.
Yes. God knows what he's been shown. Secrets and all that.
I mean, put it this way: if you wanted to make her cry, you're about 2 seconds from success.
I mean, is he wrong though? That's the dark thing about it. Like, these people, you know what I mean? Have been shown they'll fucking do anything and everything. Fucking hell. You know what I mean?
Didn't know they were doing anything that bad. I didn't. He's
No,
not
you didn't.
supposed to go.
Your eyes were closed. And he's not supposed to, but yet he was still put with people who did. So is he better? Well, now with your eyes open, do you realize how much you need to protect him?
It's funny, the little bobble of the head.
So who is really better?
What if I mess up again?
You won't. Not in the way that you did. Parents make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. It's called being human. But I guarantee you, you'll never let him alone with people like that ever again, will you?
Oh.
You're not going to mess up, are you?
Again, that's the head shake. It's funny, through the whole thing, no matter how like unpleasant it gets, she hasn't shifted her weight again. She's left it
So,
right where it is.
then we focus on that. Messing up and making a mistake is a part of it. It's called, it's growing. He's going to make mistakes too. He's going to misbehave. But you're never going to put him in danger or jeopardy. Put him with people who might do that or show him things that he's not ready to see. And he's still at the age where he can process through that and you can help him. You can help him. And he emphasizes that because now we're switching it around. You know what I mean? Now it's return the dial. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's nodding.
You just have to be willing to help him.
Oh, oh. If he has soul. When he's older, he'll just think it was things he imagined when he was little.
Mm-hmm. But you are in that position to help him, Annabelle. And he can still be saved.
Okay.
Okay?
It's like that little iota, more weight in the lean. She bobs again. Okay.
I know what you struggled with before all this.
So glance.
I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with struggling with it.
There is.
There is not. Look at me.
You're not like me.
Look at me.
Yeah, it's so wary. The eye contact, but do it.
There is nothing wrong struggling. As long as you can tell me what you're struggling with and then ask for the help to beat it, there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone struggles. Everyone hurts. And it's hard. But that doesn't make you wrong for struggling. In fact, it makes you very brave for being able to talk to me about it.
I wasn't brave.
But now you are.
I was just.
But now you are.
Am I?
You are.
Want to get in trouble?
No, there's a difference between not wanting to get in trouble and being brave. If you didn't want to get in trouble, you wouldn't have told me your name, would you?
You already knew my name.
But you wouldn't have let me see you, would you?
I didn't want to.
But you did. She was very brave.
Just like the little hiccup shake of, I was just more scared.
Sometimes we are at our most bravest when we're the most frightened.
It doesn't. Finally, it's like this weak kind of smile. It's like, that doesn't even make sense.
It does. Fear is an effective motivator to do things that we would never think we were capable of doing. Sometimes the bravest people are often sometimes the most frightened. I was frightened in the hospital when I saw you initially.
Why?
Thought I wasn't going to be able to save you. I made the decision to try, no matter how much I was afraid.
Are you really?
I was.
If he comes back.
Then he comes back, and I'll be here. And even if you tell him things, we'll be here, so he won't find this place.
Won't hate me?
I won't hate you. But the only thing I would ask of you is to be brave.
I don't feel brave.
Most don't. I didn't feel brave when I walked up to you.
Not him. I'm not scary.
No, but you don't need to be scary to be brave. And I think you're brave. You can tell me how wrong I am, but that's my opinion, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. He finally looks off as he just do you know what I mean?
Why are you being so nice to me?
Can I not be nice to somebody? Why do you want me to be not nice?
There's a little glance.
What does it mean threateningly? Is it genuinely good? It's like, why? I'm being nice to you. Like, Do you not believe it? Well, have I given you any reason to doubt it?
No.
Well, there you go. You're a smart girl, Annabelle. Why, if I was being so nice to you, or if I was and had any other plans, wouldn't they have shown by now?
I think so. You'll wait until I tell you
Tell me what.
things you want to know.
You already have.
There's a hot second of pardon.
Because of you, I was able to kill Jester.
It's just kind of the why do you have to put it that way?
Because you helped me. If by your logic, you have already told me the things I want to know.
Not about him.
I'll find out about him, but I'm not going to ask you.
You're not?
No.
What about the others? Or...
I'll ask a question every now and again, but it'll be one specific thing and that'll be it. And only if you want to talk about it.
I don't understand. I thought that was what you wanted.
I told you. Straight to your face. It was one of the reasons, but it wasn't the first. I seem to remember I said that quite often.
Will you leave if I don't tell you when you ask?
I will stick to the rules, because we have to stick to the rules, remember? But it will hurt me to do so. If you tell me you don't want to talk about it, but that you will when you're ready, that's different. If you understand my meaning. If you're polite and genuine, then I'll respect your wishes and not talk about it. But if you act hostile or nasty or interrupt me as I talk, then I'll leave. See the difference?
Okay.
And I won't hate you either. That's the thing, you make me worry.
I don't want to be alone.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
It is quietest little mutter, but you do have crowed eyes. It's just the kind of stuttering confession that, like, look, when you leave on on good terms, it involves the girls will come over, Dylan will come back in, maybe she'll end up sitting out somewhere. There's interaction. There's anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
She just sputters through the I don't want to be alone.
Okay. Just nods. Okay. Well, I will do my best to make sure you're not alone.
Just, like you said, I have to take care of Dylan. And
Oh, I know. I know. Like I said, as long as you're not out and out hostile, you won't be alone.
well,
everything's going to be fine. You wouldn't like it if I was out and out hostile either, so it's mutual respect. You get me?
Who's nodding? Yeah, I mean, she saw him being pretty hostile. It was pretty spoopy.
Mm-hmm. But since then, you notice he hasn't been like that at all. You know what I mean? And you're not alone now.
I don't like it when you go flat either.
What's that?
Reminds me.
I apologize.
Just wrote and he was doing great. I laugh. He just stopped everything. Just not smile. He would just stop.
I don't do it out of malice. Sometimes anger. Don't you have to drain the emotion out of yourself not to feel it? When I see what they've done to you, I get angry. Not at you. At them. I hate them for what they've done to you.
You know what? She has the weirdest brainwave thinking about it. And it's not like a manic, like sick kind of giggle. It's just kind of an amused huff or two as she realizes something depressing.
Raises an eyebrow.
It's very mellow, but it's just kind of like, oh, of course it'd be that ironic.
Kind of just raises an eyebrow at her. Doesn't say anything. It's kind of that care to explain. You know what I mean? Eyebrow raise.
If you think about it, if you really think about it, if they hadn't have been there, it would have just stayed dead.
He puts his arm around her.
She's not alarmed. Just if anything, is kind of surprised.
Because, oh, honey. Do you know what I mean? That got him. That hit his heart. That hit his
So
heart.
easy to sympathize with people that have kept you alive in a sick kind of way.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you put the arm around. I'm assuming you do the little like shrug in type thing. It's not forceful, but it's like, oh, come here,
Yep.
right into the shoulder, buddy. Hope you didn't like that jacket.
Do you know what? He'll take off the jacket. So she can actually, he just eases it off.
It's you get to do the dance macabre of, okay, you can stay there. You just keep doing what you're doing. I'm just gonna ease this around this. Okay, there we go.
He reaches down and cups her face up to him.
Gio most immediately is doing the kind of face rub. She doesn't fight it though. It's funny. You'll notice anytime like you touch her or anything, she doesn't fight it.
And I'm happy you're alive.
I always thought it was such, a good thing they did.
Annabelle,
Yeah.
I'm happy you're alive.
I mean, yeah, you reinitiate the waterworks. It's not a long thing. It's just it's very overwhelming, very suddenly, and when she essentially lets the steam off, she'll start calming down, snuffling, rubbing her face.
Nate holds her there. Just keep saying it. I'm happy you're alive.
Yeah, could they do a good thing and be as bad and do all the other things you say?
Because people do cruel things to lure people in. People do good things to make them not see it. But you're not with them anymore, Annabelle.
Yeah, you can. She's listening. She's hearing. She's not like zoned out, but you can tell she's going back to it.
You just, hey.
Yeah.
Don't go there. Don't do that. Don't give them that power. You're here. You're alive. You're with me. You're safe.
It's just. It was, he was holding me when I woke up.
Yeah. Well, maybe in the twisted sense of irony. Because he's nailed it, holding on to her.
I mean, she has she has initiated like the latching procedures.
In a twisted sense of irony. I'm holding you now when you've opened your eyes.
You're trying to tell me everything will be okay now too, because it's all changed.
Some of it's not going to be okay. Things are going to hurt. But we'll get through it.
This time is a lot harder.
It's going to be. But we'll get through it.
It was just all gone.
But this time it's going to be more real. When you get to the end,
What happens at the end?
you get to be forgiven.
Oh Jesus, that like wet snuffle.
By Wendy, by everyone. I promise. And I'm not going to give in until you do.
You can hold it out longer than I can.
And I'm pretty strong. If that helps.
So, what am I supposed to do? Just do this every day?
Every day till we get more confident, get more stable. You know, day by day. It's the only way we can do this.
Okay.
And then when you get to a point where you're more stable, we'll be going some places and that are a bit more safe.
I keep saying this is such a safe place.
This is one of the safe places, but there are others. And it's more. Well, you'll see.
Okay.
But I promise it's safe.
Yeah, that's just like the bobblehead. I'm like, oh, okay. That seems fine.
Annabelle, I'm not gonna let anyone else hurt you. I'm not gonna leave you on your own.
Okay.
I know that's asking a lot for you to trust me.
Promise, right?
I promise.
You should take promises pretty seriously. So
I do. I do. Incredibly, in fact.
you said you're doing this whole thing because you promised. So
Mm-hmm. And I don't regret it.
do my parents know?
No.
Good.
They don't know a thing.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Finally, it's she's finding humor in the weirdest places just because sometimes any break from the prior thought line's kind of a relief. And so she kind of looks over and she's like, I should have written them a note too.
Well, we'll figure that one out. I'm still trying to focus on Monday. Give her a weak smile.
Yeah, it's this kind of it's this adorably weak grin of like, hey, guess what? I probably should have written them a note too. That's kind of
You
like
just look over. You look over. Let's focus on Monday first. I don't think I can handle all three of your family.
oh, there are kind of a lot of.
Yeah, they're I know. She gives that nod like I know.
Don't worry, you don't have to tell me. I know. Okay.
We'll just focus on Monday. How about that?
Okay.
Let's not start the impossible here.
There's just a nod of like, okay, that makes perfect sense. Bleh.
You want me to leave?
Oh, Anton, you feel like the fingers like clench a little bit. Not a lot. It's not forceful, but it's still like, oh, honey. No.
Okay. Just gives that nod. All right then. I'll stay.
Okay.
I've got a good few hours to kill, so I can stay for a while.
Thank you.
It's no problem.
Yeah, it's just a little appreciative, like, oh, thanks, buddy. Smile.
It's no problem. I thought I'd do this for people for redheads all the time. Just leans back like, oh boy.
Please don't get out of hand.
Whoa.
You're the one throwing compliments around, buddy.
He did. Yeah, look, he was trying to be nice, all right? Trying to be nice.
Yeah, she just. It's funny because it's a lot like you know what, we'll bring it back a little bit. It's a lot like when Christine's been scared and just like, I'm just gonna, don't mind me. I'm just going to surgically attach to your side.
No, he doesn't mind. He's well used to it at this point. Like I said, that's what probably takes her back. He's so used to just being clung onto. Do you know what I mean?
He's constantly being viciously attacked by man-sized koalas.
Heidi, Christine, it's a cakewalk. There's nothing on Heidi's claim.
Look, she takes that shit to a new level.
Yeah, I'll stay here as long as you need me to. And if I fall asleep, just jab me because I snore.
Okay.
Had a long day.
What happened?
Just trying to save everybody.
Can you really save everybody?
No. No, you can't. Just gotta save as much as you can. But no, you can't save everyone. Just the ones you can cling on to the most. And to reaffirm that, just to break her heart a little bit, cling. Like, gotcha. Do you know what I mean? Safe.
Does the squish?
Yep. See? Clinged. Now, completely safe.
Well, I mean, she seems comforted, just kind of nests in, and it's one of those, it's finally a comfortable silence for a while. So, not too long into it. It's just, yeah, and oh, God bless her, she sounds so drowsy, and she's just like, I don't want to go to sleep.
Okay. So what can we do to keep awake?
I don't know. Maybe I should start walking again. You go to sleep when you're walking, right?
Yeah, we can. Sleepwalking.
Oh. This is just kind of my dreams.
Oh, what else could we do?
Um, I don't know. One of the girls found a deck of cards, but it's easy to fall asleep even if you're sitting up.
True. Kind of in a perilous position, aren't we?
Are you afraid to sleep too?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do we do?
No idea.
Instead of she's like getting more and more like kind of bleary eyed, nested and just like, but eh.
Would you have any tips for staying awake? Anything we can do?
Yeah. I mean, at work, it's easy because you're moving around a lot, even if you're not used to the new sleep schedule.
Mm-hmm.
There's bunch of coffee. You just stay busy. But I can't. Like, finally, like, tips her head a little bit, just look around the room.
There's gotta be something physical we can do.
Oh.
Oh.
Something physical we can do, eh?
Oh wait. Oh Jesus. Even I thought like it takes him a hot minute before he realizes what he said. I don't know if she's fucking looking at him or not.
I mean, she's probably just trying to figure out what it is, thankfully. And apparently has not, like, just leapt to the front of her mind. And she's just like, I can't think of anything. But yeah, it's just, man, that sounded sus.
Yeah, Anton's like, I shouldn't have said that.
I should not have said that.
Fuck. Damn it, Anton. You just give it out. Fuck, you can. Anton, Jesus. She is really attractive, but fuck, man. Do you know what I mean? Well, that's it. I'm standing up. Come on, up you come.
Okay.
Just
You like start to you whoop up, and she's just like, "Bah." You pull her up.
feel more awake.
Some kind of like pats the cheeks, does the dunk 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 dunk.
All right, we're gonna exercise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, it's easy. You ever done those press up things?
You mean like push-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't do as many as you can do.
All right, I've got a better idea. Climb up on my shoulders.
What?
Just humor me.
Okay.
Yeah, have her up. Now you see that bar right there? There's like a little probably attachment thing, or just grab on something you can pull yourself up on.
She's like looking around. It's a fucking.
Mhm.
What is she gonna pull herself up on?
Even the door handle. So grab that.
Yeah,
Like
she
the door.
grabs the door frame.
All right, now pull yourself up.
Oh god, I don't think I've ever done pull-ups.
That's
Okay.
it. Come on.
Oh
Heave.
god. It is the most comical thing because even halfway up, it's a fucking monumental struggle. Upper
That is
body
what-
strength is not a big one for women.
It's waking her the fuck up, man. I guarantee you it is.
Yeah, once she starts actually putting effort in, she's just like, okay. She eventually like kind of falls back down her shoulders, like, okay, that is really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, let's jog in place or do jumping jacks. But, pull-ups.
Feel awake?
Oh, yeah.
Boom. You're welcome.
Just like that moment of revelation, like, I'm sitting on your shoulders. Like, it's just, yeah, I think I'm still gonna. Don't look at me funny, okay? And she starts like, I'm gonna just carefully climb down you. Oh.
Oh, yeah, he just lets her ease down. It even helps her, like, there you go, I'm holding on to you. Fuck. Do you know what I mean? That's literally the internal plot.
Anton's
Animal.
just like, man, this is reflexive now. This is not a good thing.
Fuck! What is wrong with me? Should not have done that. Should not have done that. I shouldn't have put that in my fucking head. Fuck. Like he, puts her down. Like, man, her skin. No, what? Do you know what I mean?
She's full of the worm, Anton.
Yep. He's like, until she's clean.
It's one of those things where it's like, look, it might be tempting, but Jim would literally smell it on my dick.
Yeah.
She'd smell
No,
it on my dick.
until she's clean. No. But when she's clean. You know what I mean?
You know, we can reapproach, reassess.
Yeah. We can reassess this minefield when she's clean. When she's clean.
Yeah, no,
Balance
it
himself, you know.
is the funniest shit because she literally does finally just start doing like fucking. She doesn't even do like jumping jacks. She legit does like. She starts by doing like only a couple burpees because it's like, oh my god, my arms now. But she has a couple of those that just starts, facing like the TV or something because it's where there's room. Does some jumping jacks just to get her blood moving again. Okay, I'm awake.
Okay.
I just have to do that every time I get sleepy now.
Okay.
I don't know if that's gonna work, but I'm gonna try.
Jane's working on something to block him out.
Can she do that?
Hmm?
Can she do that?
He can.
It's just, it's hard to remember all the things you said when he's right there.
I know. But Jane's one of the best.
Tell her thank you.
I will.
There's a little nod, like, okay, that's good.
Besides, the Renee thing helped.
Did it?
Yeah.
She still looks kind of bemused over how any of that helped. She's like,
Besides, I very much doubt he's probably going to try it every single time you sleep. How the fuck would he know?
I don't know.
Unless you're wearing something he gave you, maybe? Kind of like eye narrows?
Starts like, with the pat down. I mean, most of my things, I didn't have a lot.
Did he give you anything?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, of course. That's why. What did he give you?
Let's see. Irony. Top score irony. I gotta judge Anton. Jesus.
Anton's like, oh, Jesus.
I mean, it's
Probably
funny.
how.
She's been here this whole time. Like, she's
Yep.
changed now a couple times, but like she came in her work clothes, like, and she's like, oh, she kind of does the pat down because okay, took off my watch and stuff at work, took off this at work. So she, does the pocket pat and then leans down, pulls up her pant leg a little bit, takes off an anklet.
Do you know the Justin Timberlake stare? Do you know what I mean? The zoom in gif? You know that stare he does? Do you know that Justin Timberlake gif where he's just staring like, you gotta be fucking kidding me?
I mean, you never asked, and you never
no,
checked
the
her.
fucking look he gives her. Just like, he's not even angry. It's just, I deserve this. I deserve this.
It's funny because she takes it, unclips it and has it in her hand and stands back up and looks over and is getting the stare and is like kind of like, oh.
No, I deserve that. I didn't ask. Give me this fucking thing.
Is there something wrong with it? She put out the hand and she just spills it into yours.
Just takes a look at it like, ugh. Just a little hold out as well. Like, ugh.
Really?
Of course he does. I'm gonna sense warm the shit out of this fucking thing. Pulls up like it's a dead rat.
Aw. That's mean. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, that's the one. Does it come
That's
in?
it.
Does it come in gold? Oh my God, it's too perfect.
Now here's the question as well, Katie. Is she even more? Is she less worm tainted with this thing off her?
What was your successes?
It's like 3.
I mean, the amount in the room hasn't changed. It's hard to focus on both. There's definitely
Mm.
there's definitely some on the bracelet. It is not mirrored.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's still full coated, but so is that anklet.
Is the anklet more heavy? Am I getting like a much more heavier like reception off this fucking thing?
Um, it's nasty, but it's not like it could be so much worse. I'll put it that way.
Mhm.
It's not so fucking bad that you immediately go, oh yeah, there's something in there. It might not. It might have one point have. It's still kind of heavy, but it's
Realistically, like this could be. This is what Anton's thinking is because he gave this to her. This could be something he could easily communicate to her with through that. Like, do you know what I mean?
I mean, it is a totally logical thing to assume. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Let me grab your God damn it. Let's see if that worked or I just totally lost it. Looks like that.
Yeah, he holds the thing like it's a fucking dead rat just coming out. Like, oh, you fucking sneaky motherfucker. Oh. Walks out to the back alleys and just fucking fires it in the nearest drain.
That's what he's gonna do.
No, you know what? Puts it down by the just by the drain before he kicks it in. I will cleanse the poop out of it. See, does it break?
Cleanse it. Do it. Yeah, I imagine you're gonna sit there and just keep blasting it till there's either an effect or it just doesn't register anymore.
Yes, I cleansed the poop out of it, but aggressively as I can.
It doesn't like shatter. It doesn't like disintegrate, but it does like tarnish really, really nastily by the time you're done.
And he just kicks it into the drain.
Yeah, you can do that.
So it'll just flow.
It's fine. I mean? Just take the present her boo gave her and pitch it into the drain.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. Kicks it into the drain so it flows away. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Flips it off as well. Do you know what I mean?
Feeling ways there, Anton?
I am. He just walks back into the room with Annabelle, and he'll check the worm taint again because he wants to measure like was that thing like.
Did it have any significant presence? Was it a source? Was it a what? 5?
Yep.
For 5, there's definitely taken a notch down.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still bad.
It's just I imagine this thing had an effect.
It did have an effect.
Okay, that's.
In fact, I'll put it this way: you take it off her, and that kind of nasty oozing overflow has significantly lightened up.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, he looks more relieved, so it doesn't look as daunting. If you get me.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like she looked like a fucking just sure case of the dead. Yeah. At least at this point, she's not so tainted that she's leaving a fucking trail behind her, like a thick, nasty trail of it everywhere she goes.
Yeah.
She's not tainting the area around her like quickly and perceptibly. She's probably still going to have effects on the room she's in, but
naturally. But this is a lot better, a lot more manageable.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she sees the relief come on his face.
It's one of those things like you walk back in and she kind of glances up like, oh, yeah, that's gone forever. And suddenly you look relieved and she's perplexed.
You know what? She's probably not ready for this, but she gets just hugged up essentially. Just, You know what I mean?
She yet again does not protest. She just gets like kicked up and is still looking confused, but just like, oh, well, now I'm being hugged. Okay. Uh, was it bad?
No, sorry. You look healthier.
Oh. Okay.
Like I said, he looks genuinely relieved. It's
She's
like
just sitting here like, man, I guess I hadn't eaten in a while, but Jesus, he is.
it's like essentially going from a terminal patient hearing that their cancer is like gone in remission or some shit like that. And
No,
he's
yeah.
fine. Do you know what I mean?
But she's still bad. She is still like way worse.
but
Than,
it's-
still way worse than Anne ever
Yeah,
was. But
fuck me. Do you know what I mean? At least there's a fucking chance now, man. Phew.
it's a tiny little beam of light.
Look, it's better than nothing. He's
Yep.
taking it. You know what? It's better than nothing.
She has no idea what's going on, but he
Mhm.
seems pretty relieved, and he is hugging her, and that is, you know what? That's not the worst thing that's ever happened.
Look, I'm sorry if I'm acting a little strange. It's just
I mean, it's an improvement on some of the strange I've seen before. So
you're gonna make it.
you keep saying that.
I want you to believe it.
Maybe one day.
Good. I'll take a maybe. Better than no. Means you're starting to have hope. Even if it is just a small ray.
Just a little quirk of a smile, like, aw. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's sit down. Why don't you tell me about you? Tell me everything.
You really sure you want to?
I want to know everything. I'd like to know everything. If you're willing to tell me.
Okay. I'll try.
That's all I can do. That's all I want. Is you trying.
Yeah, there's not the steadiest nod.
No. Invite so she can just sit down beside him. You know what I mean? It's like you can sit down beside me, you can relax. You know what I mean? I used to be as non-pressuring as possible.
No. And I mean, you've seen her just straight cower before. By the same token, even when you got close, she never fled far. She never tried to resist being touched. She is much the same now. She just, you invite her, so that is where she sits.
Yeah, and he'll sit and listen.
All right. So to make a long story short, she will do her best. But the funny thing is, she doesn't especially like herself. So after a certain amount of talking about herself, like she'll eventually start like hitting severe stumbling points. It's not like she doesn't mind talking about like bits of her childhood and stuff come more naturally, and she doesn't talk like with a strong confidence, but you know, she can talk about being little. It's going into school and getting into college, and that's where, you know, bits about that are where she starts getting hung up.
No, he just asked main thing he's interested in is her childhood, what moved, like that sort of thing. So he kind of keeps it as general side. He doesn't even approach the college subject.
Yep. So you can learn bits and pieces.
We can totally end it there, but
All right. butthead.
Yeah.
Enjoy this this good day. Yeah.